Hello friends. So today we're going to study about application framework. So application framework characterized or comes under interface designed for mobile devices. So basically till now, whatever we have studied about the interactive system, how it is compatible with the users, how it is made compatible, not is compatible directly, then what are the features we always implement, or how it is compared to software engineering principles, or how it was in the form of accountability of user experience. We have seen all the theoretical lectures or the sessions in the past. Now we are going to study about the mobile devices, like how an interface is done in the mobile devices. First, we have just seen about or we've studied about an interaction through your computer, laptop, or through your interactive system. What actually we meant for interactive system was just a product between a computer or installed in a computer and the user. And throughout we learn that how would your interactive system be defined, or with the help of the user how it going to evaluate or how it going to solve your problem definition and so on. So now we're going to study about interface design. So in the mobiles, how the application framework or the mobile ecosystem, all those parts, or later part we'll see about the mobile information architecture for the mobile. We'll see in the later part. So all this club together, we're going to see today how actually your mobile is represented, what sort of informations are there. No doubt you got a subject of mobile networking or mobile devices, like you can through the simulator you create your own app with the in that is included in your mobile. So let us see. The first is about mobile ecosystem platforms. So now, a mobile platform primary duty is to provide access to the devices. So that means till now that we have studied about, as I said earlier, as I spoke earlier, that mobile platform. So primary, what is this? This is my mobile platform, and my primary duty is to access it so that I could access my phone. A name user, a name user can access this. The intention, the whole intention of the mobile phone is that user can access it, even it comes from a low price, ranges from the high price, whether it is smart or whether it is a very small application phone. Everyone, the most or the main aim is that everyone could access this. So to run the softwares and the services on each of these devices, we need a platform. So what is the platform? That means my app is executed. I can browse my internet through the social media. I can see that entire world. I can see what my friends have posted, what is going on about the current affairs, all the weather, about the environment, and so on. So for all these things, I really need a platform. So all these applications are provided in one platform. Yeah, I can say through an operating system, but operating system is just to manipulate, or it helps the hardware and software to interact. But how actually my applications are working on? Then a programming languages, yes, of course, a programming languages is needed to write your software, and helps install your software on the platform. So platform means either the Windows or your operating system. So even like your laptop or your desktop, we do have a Windows on your on your phone, on your mobile system. Now you will say that, ma'am, we know all these things. Why do you need to say this? So we know, I know, everyone knows that mobile has its own operating system. It has many applications, but do we know the technical words, or do we know how this is written? Yes, you can have your simulator that you can write your apps. You can have an emulator to test your mobile apps. I know, but have you really tried working on it? Now, all the software has a three categories. So we either, like we as a students, what do? We either go for an open software, or if it is a company based, so we have a license, or it is a proprietary. So the three types of softwares are categorized. this platform, the platform actually means that you hold all your applications together. Meanwhile, you communicate between your software or your hardware. Then we have now the actual topic comes here, application framework. So how the application framework, that is your mobile ecosystem. So what is your mobile ecosystem is? A mobile ecosystem consider that whole entire part, and it is divided into a mobile user, other, you have your devices, mobile cloud, networks, carriers, mobile ecosystem. Then you have your mobile apps, app stores, mobile app, then you have mobile apps, mobile website, then mobile applications, mobile website testing development tools, then you have your operating system, and then your mobile manufacturer. So all this combined together, all this clubbed together will have a mobile ecosystem. So now let's see that apps development tool. If I'm talk about, so see, I've written here that software, that's the operating system, that there is a, that means all this is a collection of multiple devices. That if I can say my laptop and my phone, mobile phones and tablets, but here it is mentioned as mobile phones and tablets, but currently my tablets it is not with me. So I have only mobile phone. Then I have the other one is your operating system. Then you have your development. So in your operating systems you have like in which OS it works. So if it's Android, then you have then Android, and BlackBerry applications are developed with Eclipse, and iOS applications are developed with Xcode. And if you have a Windows phone application are developed with Microsoft. So here mobile apps development tools have different thing. Okay, I forgot to tell you about the Android application. Now Android application are developed with Eclipse or Intelli IDEA for etc. So now this was your only framework that you understood up till now. So all this collection you know. So Canis is a collection of multiple devices with your software, that means your operating system, your development tools, and your testing tools. So it's a package of it, I can say this. Then you have your companies like company devices, manufacturers, app stores, etc. Development testing company. So that means it transferred or shared by user from one device to another, and based on the programs like you have your birthdays or wedding anniversary or wedding messages, etc. Then you have a data. So data is in the form of my text or multimedia like graphics. How you wish everyone during the occasions. Now the festival is upcoming. Now we are waiting for the upcoming festival. So how do you wish through your social media, through the messages? So that means what do you wish, like happy and so on. So you have your text, you have your multimedia. Sometimes you need to send your voice. So how this goes, how this is transferred. So this sharing can be done between the devices for the same operating system or different operating system. Like if I'm using the Android and my family member using the iPhone, so iOS, from Android to iOS, the even the message can be swapped, it communication can take place, and that means my data can be shared. Yes, so this entire thing was mobile ecosystem where application framework. So once again, I will tell you that mobile app ecosystem, the entire mobile system considered a group. So what do you have? You have a mobile user, other devices, mobile cloud, network, carrier, mobile ecosystem. And on the other side, if you have a mobile manufacturer's operating system development, mobile apps, mobile development tools, then you have mobile application, mobile website development categories or companies, and then you have mobile app stores. Next is your application framework. So what actually you mean for your application framework? That means application framework runs on the top of OS. So you might be knowing this all your on your subject of operating system, that how the operating system works. So where this application, now if you see your operating system like the kernel, um, if you see the kernel application framework, then your hardware and your software. So how actually this is accommodated? application framework which runs on the top of your OS, right? It shares your core services, which has your communications, your messaging, your graphing, location, security, authentication. So these are the services that are provided by the application framework. Now I need not go to explain because oh, someone is asking me to slow down. Okay, I'll talk little slow. I'll deliver my lecture in a very slow manner. So now application framework. So on the top of operating system has all these services, as I mentioned, that communication is there, messaging, graphics, location, security, authentication. So now this is, I'm not talking about my system, interactive system, or my mobile phone in a general way. Now currently we are talking about in a mobile phone. So how this mobile phone has the OS and what the OS is suitable for giving up to these services. Next, what is the next point is about my application framework are used to create application. Now, if I can, anyone can write mobile applications. Anyone can write. If we know JDBC, if we know HTML5, and we know updated. Now, nowadays I'm talking about the updated languages or updated markup languages. We are not talking about the HTML. In fact, we have a JDBC which is the updated version. I'm saying. So, such as a game, a web browser, camera, or media player. Now, if I talk about this phone, my mobile phone, so what does my mobile phone is do? All of you who are just hearing my lecture can just imagine what is my mobile phone. What is the mobile phone applies to do? It can do your messages. It can give you certain information that you have lots of assignment to be submitted now. Since your Diwali is coming, so before Diwali vacations start with your assignments. You have so and so assignments to do, or you got some information that your lecture is at so and so time, and so on. And then, other than this information, what do you get? You have your social media. You just go and tweet something or just see something news, and you just read those articles and those things, right? So sharing core services, these things is available in your mobile phone, yes. With security, I can say yes. With lots of security, if I use any security app, authentication, yes. No one is allowed until my, because of fingerprints or with the help of the camera recognitions of my face, is the authentication provided. Then application framework is also used to create your game, your web browser application, your media player, and so on. So that means web application is providing you with the feature that you can create your own application. You can make your own application if you know your Java, Windows Mobile, through the Windows Mobile or Android SDK. So they are different. So they are different tools, different languages to understand all these things. Normally, do the programming, you have Android SDK, or if you do want to work on your iPhone, you have iOS. iOS, some languages you have, and Java. Of course, everyone has to know the Java before you proceed ahead. Then you have types of application or widget. This widget we have been using for earlier. I mean, oh, I'm searching for my pen and where I kept. Okay, so now this type of application widget is like interfaces are made of widget. So what are the widget? We have seen this earlier, that you have the elements such as dialog boxes, menus, icons, toolbars, etc. So what is this? This means a dialogue, dialogue boxes. Dialogue boxes, we all know that questions come, right? Then you have the menus to select a particular menu, whatever you want to make a choice. Then you have icons, like to click on the icons. You understood. I hope I don't need to explain you what is icon, what is toolbar, dialog boxes till now, because now I know, till now you have been familiar with your widgets. And why do we use? Because this widget serve as an interface between a user and your interactive system. So now when I spoke about the interactive system, Earlier I meant it was on your computer, it was on your laptop. Now I meant an interactive system is your mobile phone. So through your mobile phone, through your operating system, through your platform, we communicate through these widgets. Now when you install an app on your phone, you get a dialog boxes, right? And then you have a certain menu, you make choices. They are icons, you click on it. They are the toolbars that help you to identify to do your work, correct? Then uh, each element must be designed or chosen from a pre-designed set of widgets. Uh, okay, someone is asking me what I'm not understand. Can I say what you have not understand? Can you just message me? I'll reply it. Then sometimes these decisions are made for you through the use of a style guide. Okay, we have a different styles, we have a different principles, we have certain conclusions. And earlier in your chapter 3, while explaining all your characteristics of your graphics or characteristics of your web web users, web graphics, we came to know that there are the certain guidelines, there are the certain principles, and from where you can derive it, you can create your own interactive system, but make your own communication through an interactive system. But how do you do it? It's not that just I've drawn the certain diagrams, I have just put the text boxes, label boxes, and I've did it. No, it is not just the way make an interactive system in such a way that for the users, who are your users? Again and again, I'm saying, because we keep forgetting our users. We just make our own design, we make our own interactive system, but what about the users? Now, style guides may be commercially produced, such as there are Windows style guides called a commercial style guides, so they are internal to company called corporate style guides. Now, about earlier we talked about a style guide, so that means Windows style guide is which is commonly called as commercial style guide. So, what is this style guides? That means we understand about the making of it. How do we make this? How do we create this? Or they may be internal. Now, some style guidelines style or some principles they are officially released onto your firm, so they are called as corporate style guidelines. Now, a style guide, what is that? We see that each dictates the look. It not dominate about it. I mean, it does not dominate me that I have to do this. For example, like I'm creating a library. Again, if you remember, I used to say about the toy library. Now, again, I'm saying if I want to make a toy library interactive system for the kids from the age of 4 years, from the 4 years to 10 years, suppose. So I have to make a classification like 4 to 5, what how do they progress, what do they learn, what kind of toys do they like. Then 6 to 7, 8 to 9, I have to make this certain classification and then categorize my toys, my books accordingly, so that as the child grows, the memory also grows, the understanding level also grows. So similarly, the thinking power grows, and accordingly the child reacts to it. So that means that my style guide helps me to understand the look and the feel of the interface. Like I have created. Okay, you answered that what is widget. Now let me explain you one. I'm sorry, I'm just interrupting because someone messaged me that what is widget. Since you have not, I guess you have not attended my earlier session. Now widgets are the elements, like this Windows. uh, you got your WIMPs, if you remember, like windows, icons, menus, and so on. So these all together club, they are called as widgets, or the elements such as, I have written this widgets means like dialog box. If you have menus, icons, toolbars. If you go for your Microsoft PowerPoint or you go for Microsoft Word, when you open it, you got a blank page. Now, if I say about Microsoft Word, click on a blank and you will see what there is a text. Okay, the text is some measurements, and above and right side, left side, what you see, you just see all your toolbars are there, your dialog box are there, your help is there, so your menu bars are there, correct? And those menus, you have the icons over there. When you click on it, like you want to draw, you want to navigate something, so then later these menu bars have the toolbars. Okay, then there are the certain icons which you need to see. So or simple example is like when you open your computer, so like when the desktop comes, you have certain icons, right? Then how these icons organize, okay, that depends upon you. So when you click the icons, suppose if that application is not working, there's a prompt box or a message box that appears, you say okay, so that means this is dialog box. When you say okay, it opens the application, so this is a widget. Then you have later you have some decision that are made from your are through the style guides. Now, I hope you understood what was a widget. Now, let me continue with the lecture. Uh, a style guide may be commercially produced, such as Windows style guides. Okay, this I finished. I hope you got your answer, the one who asked me about the difficulty of widget. So, in case of your difficulty, please type your comment. Then a style guide. Okay, we finish with this. Did we finish? Okay, the widgets. That means I was talking about a style guide dictates the look and the feel of the interface. That means it has it means look and feel the interface. That means I understand about the interface, whether the user, if the user is a kid, if the user is a senior person, whether they would handle my system or not. Then which widgets should be used for which purpose and what they look like. So a style guide which helps me to dictate. Okay, so that means it looks and feel of the interface. That means again I'm saying that it is used for your which purpose, what, why you need it, what is according you require, and what do they like. Later we have the games. The final mobile medium is games. Now how many? I won't say how many, but every one of you play games on your phone when you have your spare time. So, how you play your games? Like you click on your icon, there is a dialog box, okay, and you start playing. So, with the help of your a keyboard or your keypad, with the help of a numbers pad or whatever, do you follow the navigation? You play with the help of those things. So the most popular, that means the most popular media available to mobile devices. Then the games are really native application that uses in a similar platform SDK to create immersive experience. That means most I can say the most easiest way or the most primary application is to create the games. You can create your own games in the while using if I'm talking about the Android, you can have a similar platform like you can have your a simulator, and with the help of simulator you can you can play games to create immersive experiences. The recent games are really portable. Oh, yes, someone asked me what is the meaning of portable. Okay, so portable means easy to carry, easy to install. Now, if I say this is the pen, so that means it's easy to portable from one place to another. But when I'm talking about the technical terms of portable, that means any software, it is that software is easily installed in one operating system. In similar way, it is easy, with much ease it can be installed to another operating system. Like if I say a car game, a car racer game, so can be easily installed in my Android phone, and it can be easily installed to my iOS phone. So that means it is called a portability. So I hope you got your answer, that portable is meaning that means easy, ease of installation, not much of headache. So that means it's easy to portable. The bulk of gaming experience is in the graphics. So that means it is again your multimedia, again your graphics, again your games. So we still now we need to understand still about the style guideline. Now I hope these games are very clear to you because you play games, you have experience in playing game. How similar way have you anyone have you have a curiosity to develop a game? Of course in your curriculum if you could have developed one. So now what are the advantages? What are the advantages of games? Now games provide a simple and easy way to create an immersive experience, so that means it helps in an easy way. See, installing a game, if you know the game name, it is very easy to install from your Play Store. But have you tried to made it? Have you tried to create your own gaming? As I said earlier, they are portable in many devices without any hassle. Like in a Windows phone, they can be easily portable. Android phone, they can be portable. In iPhone, they are also portable. So there is not a many difficulty in your OS in your memory. But yes, your OS memory should be configured about that games. Otherwise, there will be an issue that games is not be easily downloadable or easily not installed because there are certain like your memory is too low or your OS is not supported. No, it's not that. But uh, what is next is disadvantages. Now, what is the disadvantages is that they are costly to develop as a original title. Of course, see, gaming to design a gaming is quite a constructive work because it's not just oh, is I mean you develop a game and then you deploy. No, the game has to go various testing levels or several tests has to be done before it released to the end users. That means you yourself has to go for certain level of testing. And as one thing, they cannot be ported to mobile web. It is not that I have made a game and now it's going to be your Play Store. No, it is like it cannot be ported to mobile web. So it will not. Now I can play game on my computer. Okay, so through website like online games I can play, but certain things that mobile operating systems cannot support me, cannot help me to install or play the game online. So what I have to do is I have to create. I don't have to go to the mobile web or Google or Chrome to open. I do have a Play Store. I do have certain things like from where I can install my games. Now next is your mobile 2.0. This is about a version that it has borrowed the principle of web 2.0. Now I don't have to explain you what is mobile 2.0 and what is web 2.0. Since all of you are of technical education students, we do know the meaning of mobile 2.0 and web 2.0. So I've written one thing that is that mobile 2.0 has borrowed the principle of web 2.0. Then we have what is about the principles severe to transform the web into more agile and user-centered medium. Nowadays, we talk about the agile. What actually you meant by agile? Now you have studied in your agile software engineering that how the work is done. I mean, if you're working one, suppose if you're working on developing of one say one firm or one project, and you got another project of your requirements ready and you have to do the design, so there are several works running in a multiple way. So that means it is a concept of agile that if you it is not just one you finish and the other one is landed. That means you are still at the communication phase, the other project is about the requirement, the third project is about your designing. So that means it is a agile way, a very quick and a faster way. So and user centered medium, that means a user focused area. So what is the main principle? That means it transforms the web, that entire web contents, entire websites into more agile. That means a more faster, more like people can have a different browsing experience and a user focused medium. So that means user does not need to, I mean user to remove the frustration, to remove the irritation while browsing the net or browsing the contents. It is like, static one or talk about the dynamic one, the principle transform. So this principle has been taken about. And then mobile development under the bottlenecks of device fragmentation. So now it is all about uh, more development under the bottlenecks of device fragmentation, and your operator control is solely in need of a little renovation as well. So that means your mobile development is under the bottlenecks because we have your device fragmentation and then your operations control. So we require a little innovative. We want to be a little creative. Now we have the seven principles of Web 2.0. Now, what are those principles? Now, the web as a platform, harnessing your collective intelligence. That means deriving from your market research. Why do we need all this thing? Data is the next intel insight. Of course, your data is keep producing it, all your creative works, all why it's necessity to produce the games, which games to produce, what type of games are now in the market, end of the software release cycle, lightweight programming model. Then you have software above the level of single device. That means your your mobile 2.0, which is the common with your seven principles. These principles, which have been taken from web. So what is the web principles they have accommodated, like this web as a platform? Now suppose I want to access those information to like my web as a platform, not my application. We are not talking about the application. What we are talking about the web. Then a data is next intel inside your end of software release cycle. That means at the end of your software release cycle. It is a lightweight programming model. That means it is easily to install. And then software above the level of single device. So that means it is about a standalone system. We are not talking like club all your club all your system together. Like we need a laptop, we need a mobile, we need a phone, and so on. So what are the characteristics of mobile 2.0? So the mobile web browser is as the app. So now we do have app. Now instead of clicking on the Chrome, getting all the information, you can have a different news as a app, news channel as your app. Then you have all your games, all your applications as an app. You don't have to go. You don't. For example, if I'm talking about the Flipkarts, about your Amazon, you got your app. You don't go online. Online as a website and click flipkart.com, then you register yourself, you sign in yourself. Better than is you got your app. Why don't you use your app rather than searching on a website? Because websites sometimes create a little confusion thing about your card you cannot see, whereas in your app you can have your multiple sort of thing. You can get the idea, like if you have purchase of one thing, you can get another thing also, so you get that idea. So we are not here to distinguish between the web and the mobile. We only talk about like how good it looks in a web or how good it looks in a mobile. The mobile web browser as an app. Okay, so as an app, currently we don't use like some. Okay, how many of you use the Google call this, Google do this and that, or you have a Alexa? Okay, but if I talk about mobile web browser as app, so that is the app of Chrome. I click on it again. That's a web. Again, that is a web thing. So mobile web applications are the future. Yes, mobile itself is a future. Mobile networking, say mobile web applications, say mobile programming, mobile networking. It's itself. These are the future. JavaScript is leading. So, what are the scripting language used? You have VB you have JavaScript, you have Ajax. But most importantly, JavaScript is the mobile user experience is absent. Yes, it is absent because if the users cannot handle this, uh, if the users cannot handle the mobile, the one, I mean the name users, say a kid, not, we are not talking about the kid, let's talk about the people who have not been in a technical world, and suddenly let you gave you handed them a mobile phone, right? Will they be use it properly? No, they will survive. I mean, they will not survive, but you have to teach them like how to use it. If you need to call these, there are two call buttons. I'm talking of simple mobiles one, not with the touch screens and all. So sometimes the user experience is very absurd, and mobile widgets are the next leading thing. Later, mobile needs to check the growing demands. Now, mobile itself is a vast topic. You have a mobile testing, mobile application testing, you have mobile application development. So how you will identify, I mean, from which field you will choose to work, what field you choose, because this is a vast thing. And one thing is more that mobile application development is quite interesting, or mobile application testing is more interesting. That depends on you. Now, the elements of the mobile design. The elements of your mobile design consist of the following things. I will not explain you because now, up till now, you have understood about your context, about your messages, your how your interactive system looks. So that means your interactive system about the mobile, how should it look? It should give you that pleasure. Yes, I'm using the phone, I'm feeling quite relaxed because all my contents are available, all my data or informations are available. But if the users are naive, or the newly learned user about who learned about the mobile working, about the mobile function, would find little difficult. So have you any idea or any creative thing to teach them very thoroughly, very quickly, or that depends upon their grasping power, that how to use it? Even if they simply learn to make a call, to reject a disconnect a call, if they learn these two functions, slowly they will learn to type, they will learn to read the messages. Once they learn to read the messages, then they will learn to write those messages. That sequentially the works carry on. How a little boy, when tries to read, when tries to write, how do they write? They do take time, they have their own space. So like the user, the newly user, give them certain space to learn all these things. Now, welcome to the point of the elements of the mobile design. Now, elements of the mobile design contains all these things which we have been studying initially. And up till now, we have studied about the context, about your content. Now, in the context, we are talking about the contents, about how the contents are written, how the words are chosen, how it could be read. Then the message, what are those message written? Look and feel. So, not the texture, not just touch and feel. No, it is not about this. Look and feel is all about when you just open your web browser, or when you open your own application, web application, suppose, do you feel like, oh, it's chaotic, it's absurd, you're not understanding anything? Or you feel okay, these are the contents, click on the news, like how you for example, let's talk about when you see your the result has come on a MU website. How does it feel like? You just see where are the new contents written. Then you just feel, oh, there's a result over here. You go and click on the result. They ask for your seat number. You give your seat number. You have to be little patient because everyone is accessing your websites. Then few minutes after few minutes, the result is on your screen. So that means look and feel. That means first time when you use, did you feel like, "Oh, it is absurd," or it is wow, it is very nice, the contents are well written, the text is so understandable that you understood the functions, the working, and then you got your desired site? Did it happen? Yes, it can be. Then layout, what is the layout, how the things are arranged, what sort of color being used? So layout, that means how the string are structured, alignments. how all the controls are being aligned, whether it looks so weird or you find something irritating. Then graphics, what about the graphics, like the pictures used, the multimedia, and so on. So these are the elements of mobile design. Now one more thing, when actually you this by defining the mobile parameters, we can make use of these points. When you design your mobile, when you make a new create a new website or the mobile thing, we can make use of all these parameters because this can give you the uh, a structured idea that this is the way the user will understand, or you have to make the changes, because in the end the user matters. And one more thing, that whatever we are doing for the mobile designing, not mobile designing, but if we are working on your mobile application, suppose, how the application should be designed, the one thing, and identify the user needs, the second thing. Or let's interchange the sentence. I spoke about the identify the user needs, your market research, your market survey, your literature, your own survey, your own research. What are the literatures which has been studied till now? What the user wants. And so accordingly, you will make an application, mobile application. Now, if I talk about the gaming, currently what say about car racing game. Everyone knows a car racing game how to play. So, one innovative idea, let's include all the Disney character into the car races. How does it look? Yes, it looks quite fun because everyone will enjoy these car racing games, and everyone is fond of those Mickey Mouse and all. So, can we involve or Mickey Mouse characters inside my car racing design with with these parameters like look and feel? The one, if I'm designing this game or this application, suppose gaming application, what the layout? If I see my cars are in the middle, the characters whom I choose to drive my cars are in the right, and in the left, what type of colors of the car would be? Can I say my application design would be in a some innovative way that even this small, not small, but everyone, the teenagers, especially the teenagers, would like it? Or would I make use of Avengers? So in this way, if what I'm talking about, this is a realistic way. If I think about those my car races and my car and the colors are on the left side, the car center is on the middle. What type of car you want, the patterns, about you can design your own car at the level 2 if you cross level 1. So that means the elements of my mobile application design will give me in such a way that all these parameters will help me to understand, okay, this has been up till now the best thing, or it's a good way in a good innovative. But if I receive some negative comments, that means that I need to change my application design. So this is how your mobile elements of mobile application design works, and these are the elements. If you have something like you forgot about the mobile ecosystem, let's go back. These let's revise it again. Okay, this was my mobile ecosystem. Now, if we want to revise this again, so what do we have? You can take a note. I'll just dictate this. This mobile application, that means mobile ecosystem, has mobile users, others, devices, mobile cloud, network, carrier, mobile ecosystem, mobile manufacturers, operating system, mobile apps, mobile websites. Then mobile websites testing tool and developing tools. And and another one is mobile apps, mobile website development companies, and last is mobile apps tools. So now we are just here to revise it. I'm not explaining you again. All these components togetherly known as club togetherly known as mobile ecosystem. And the mobile application framework was your web browser. With the help of your programming language you can construct it, you can make it. Then the type of application we understood, the gaming power. So what sort of games are needed, what type of games are needed, not sort need, but what are the parameters when you think, when you design the games, and what was the advantage and disadvantage of the games you see. And mobile 2.0, the web as a platform, and those are the seven principles which have been taken from mobile web 2.0, and these are the characteristics. So JavaScript is leading. You can have Android SDK, you can have iOS, you can have Windows programming, and so on. And these are the, in the end, these are your mobile application elements for your mobile application design. I hope till now you have understood the entire thing of your mobile design. For the next session, we'll see the next topic. Till then, bye.